guys. Okay, so this is take 2. I did it on my phone, and apparently my phone cuts a video off after so long, and then I downloaded this video thing and tried to merge them, and it was a big mess, and then my phone went dead. So, here's take 2. I know there's been a lot of videos and calls, conference calls, and different things like that lately about discouragement, trying to encourage you and different things like that, and I don't want to be a dead horse in the mouth. I don't want to beat around the bush. This is going to be in some ways geared towards that, but I think I have some ideas that we can use to get around this. I know Ruby is a big rank. Rubies build rubies. There's a lot of rubies on every single chart, whether it's Emerald, Diamond, Devil Diamond, Ambassador. And I know Ruby is a big rank that people like to hit. You really consider yourself a leader. You're making pretty good extra money that could pay a couple bills, if not one big huge bill. And it's just a good rank that everybody shoots for. I know a lot of you came in trying to get the Ruby in your first 60 days, and it just didn't work out. Right now, Tiffany is shooting for Ruby. She has this last week of August, so I hope you guys will come together and help us pray for her Ruby. She is pushing, but realizes that if it doesn't happen, it's just not in God's time. It doesn't mean that Ruby isn't in her future. It just means it's not in the right time. Just like it doesn't mean that Ruby is not in your guys' future. It just means that it might not have been the right time when you were shooting for Ruby. I say all that because I want you to keep pushing, guys. I know it can be discouraging. It can be very discouraging when you do all this work, you put all the time and effort, and you sign these distributors. You finally have a team forming, and maybe they're a good 400 leg that first month, and then they just stop working, or life happens, or the timing's not right, or they fall off the face of the earth. I remember when I came in, I'd been in for about 2 weeks. I signed my first distributor. I got really lucky. It was Tori. You know her as one of the Diamond leaders. She has stuck with me. And so we started learning together. I got really lucky with her. She has helped me climb the ranks. And that's why most of the time we say it just takes one. It takes one rock star, one person to turn around your business, to change your business. But quickly after that, Mark put a Christmas bonus out. It was on the table just like the Diamond bonuses and the Ruby bonus. You had to get 3 distributors between September and November. And then those distributors had their first 30 days to get their first 2 loyal customers. But you had to have the distributors in place by the end of November. So I started posting a little bit on Facebook. I wasn't posting a lot because I didn't really know how to work it, how to word it. I'd gotten into my eSuite, done my training, got my product binder that has all the products in it, and all that stuff. But I wasn't really hitting it full force. I was still kind of learning. Tara was kind of learning. Me and her and Tori were all kind of learning at during that time, because Tara had just come in May. And so a girl messaged me, said, "Hey, I'm interested. I want to see what it's about, yada, yada, yada." We got on the phone. We done a 3-way call with Tara, and she ended up signing as a distributor. Now, she had her launch party, and one person showed up. That one person didn't even become a loyal customer. So she knew she had a little bit of work to do. She came to some team meetings. She stayed plugged in. I think she ended up getting like 5 loyal customers total. But she got her first 2 that I needed for the Christmas bonus. So then I signed David. It was hard. At the time, you had to maintain 400 PBV or run an auto ship to get paid. It wasn't the 150. So it was hard trying to run both of us. But not only was I still in my first 60 to 90 days, now I had to work towards getting him loyal customers, at least his 2 for the Christmas bonus. About midway through November, I didn't have any other potentials. And so his mom, I think she did it more to help us out, signed up as a distributor, and so then I had to get her 2 loyal customers. So I was basically working 3 businesses. I was working mine, I was working David's, and I was working my mother-in-law's to get that Christmas bonus. Now, when you get a distributor and they get their first 2 loyal customers, you get a $99 Fast Start bonus as well the following Friday. So it was $500 to get the 3 distributors and get them their 2 loyal customers. But when they each got their 2 loyal customers, it was another $300. So that ended up being $800 for Christmas. And I knew I wanted that money. I knew I needed that money. I didn't want to put Christmas on a credit card. So I went for it. I did it. I worked it. I got the loyal customers just in the nick of time, and really learned a lot from that journey and started working my business. Distributors came and went. I was looking at my downline of distributors today, and the majority of them, probably 90% of them, signed this year. So that almost shows me that last year, all of the distributors that I signed done nothing. And I know it didn't because I went to conference as a distributor rank. With Tori and Krista and David, I was actually able to go Ruby. I had it for 3 months. One of my Ruby checks was over $700. I was super excited about that. At the time, they didn't have the maintenance where you can maintain Ruby with 4,000 in volume. Everybody still had to be a 400 leg in order to maintain your Ruby, but I lost it. Like I said, distributors quit, and I lost it. I signed distributors. They would work for a little while. I would get Ruby back, and then it would go away again. They would drop off the face of the earth, and they would quit. So I look at all the distributors that I signed last year and know that it didn't really do me any good. I actually have a count. I've signed 22 distributors in the over 2 years that I've done this. 9 are active. And when I say active, I mean they're kind of working. But only 6 are really working. Only 6, and when I say working, it's at least 200 PBV or more. 6 people that are working that I originally signed that are in my diamond, but yet I've been able to maintain diamond. All the distributors that are not working, that's 13. The difference between 22 and the 9 that I have working is 13 distributors that have quit. If those distributors would have kept working, I would have been double by now, maybe even triple. But like I said, it either wasn't their time, I may have done something wrong, trying to learn, whatever, but they fell off. Guys, I say this because I know it's going to get discouraging. You're going to sign distributors. They're going to come in. They're going to work for a little while. They're going to drop off the face of the earth. They're going to, they want to be handed the money right off the bat. And it doesn't work that way. It's a business. You have to work for it. And some people just don't understand that. But there's going to be people that come and go. You're going to build. You may even have to rebuild a couple times. But just know that Ruby, Diamond, all of them are in your future. It just might not be the now. It just might not be the present. So, keep pushing, keep going, keep being consistent. And I have an idea. I think I brought this idea up probably a couple months ago. Maybe you did it. Maybe you done part of it. Maybe you didn't follow through. Whatever the reasoning may be, if we can get this task done in the last week of August, I truly think it'll turn around September, and we can all push for executive and rubies and emeralds and diamonds and double diamonds. But what I want you to do is I want you to go through your friends list on Facebook, A to Z, top to bottom. Anyone that is not an It Works distributor, I want you to click on their name, go to their profile, find a status that you guys have in common, if it's a picture they posted, if it's cheerleading, if it's football, baseball, if it's kids, if it's being a stay-at-home mom, if you work at the same place, whatever you guys have in common, find something. Don't just like anything on their profile because it's not going to be relatable. You're not going to be able to relate to them, and you're not going to form that connection. So find something that you guys have in common and just like the status. Just like it. John Eric calls giving it a hug. You gave the post a hug. What that's going to do is that's going to filter them in your most recent people. So anything you post, whether it be It Works or personal, they're going to see it. You can probably message everybody from A to Z and say, hey, did you know that I do It Works? And the majority of them are either going to say, well, I think I've seen something about it, or they haven't seen anything at all. It's just because of the way Facebook groups things. So if you'll go through A to Z, and you can do like A through E today, F through L tomorrow, just whatever, spread it out however you need to fit your schedule, but go through there, like or comment if it's something that you can relate to, or LOL, amen, haha, comment on it, and that will filter them in your most recent. If they are an It Works distributor and they are in your downline, that means you signed them or you signed somebody and that person signed them. Whatever the reason may be, if they are in your downline, you are making commission off them one way or the other. So I want you to go to their post. Don't leave them over to the side. Go to their profile. Find an It Works post, something, again, that is relatable. Maybe you can add a testimony to it, add your own testimony. Maybe you can just like it. Maybe you can give a comment of encouragement, whatever it may be. What that's going to do is that's going to bump their status up to somebody else, up to the top of somebody else's newsfeed. That somebody else might not be an It Works distributor, might not be a potential customer, might not even be a potential distributor. Yes, they are an It Works distributor. Yes, you are helping them out, but in the end, you're helping yourself out as well. You are making a paycheck off them, off of the work that they do. So if liking this post or commenting and moving it to the top gets them business, then it gets you business as well. So it's going to grow everybody's check all the way around. Kind of like how Tara was talking about the 400 Club. Yes, you're pushing for 400 to help somebody promote, but you're also pushing to 400 because it's going to grow your paycheck. And later on down the road, when you're ready to promote, you're going to see that come back tenfold because somebody is going to do that for you. Kind of the same thing. You're liking their status. Yes, it's going to get them business at the time, but it's going to come back around to helping your paycheck as well and helping you promote. So if you can do that, A to Z, top to bottom, non-It Works, comment, like, whatever you need to do to boost them into your newsfeed, and then It Works distributors, find something that's relatable, It Works wise, and like it. Now, something that's very important. Listen. Very important. Once you have done this, even if you're halfway through, even if you're just now starting, be smart. Be smart with what you're posting on Facebook. Don't make it salesy. Make it relatable. Make it seem like it's duplicatable. If somebody thinks this business is hard, you've already made their mind up for them, and It Works is not for them. So if you make it seem simple, you make it duplicatable, but you make it relatable as well. Relate to them. They need gas in their car, or they need groceries, and you're showing what Rap Cash got you, what your commission check paid for. Whatever the case may be, maybe it's a product, and a product might help them. Because once you start liking these people, commenting these posts, all these things, and it starts bumping you into their newsfeed, you want them to see the good stuff. You want them to see the stuff that is going to dig deep. It's going to pull at their brain. It's going to pull at their heart. It's going to get them interested in a product, get them interested in the business. And it's hopefully going to boost your business in September. Today is the 25th. We have 5 to 6 more days. That's plenty of time to get this done, guys. But go for this. Go for it with a passion, with a drive. A drive knowing that you're going to build your paycheck, encouragement, an excitement. If people see that excitement, it's going to rub off on them. We have a thing, it's kind of called fake it till you make it. No, I'm not going to fake and tell you I'm making $10,000 when I'm not. But if Rap Cash is something that truly put it in my gas tank, there's going to be exclamation points, there's going to be dollar signs, there's going to be emojis, because I am excited that $25 put gas in my gas tank. I may not be making all the money in the world, but I'm letting them know, I'm celebrating the little things until I make it, and I can celebrate the bigger things. And I can actually say, I'm making $10,000 a month, or I got a new car, or whatever the reasoning may be. You fake it till you make it, in a sense that you celebrate the short milestones, you celebrate the positive in your business, and don't put the negative out there. The negative can be overcome. That's what I'm here for. That's what your leader's here for. So now that I'm rambling, I'm going to leave that to you, A to Z, top to bottom. Know that distributors are going to come and go, guys. It's just the way of the business. Sometimes it's you, sometimes it's them. We never know, especially if they don't reach out to us. So keep your head up, stay positive, do this last week, and let's push in September. Let's push for executive, let's push for rubies, let's push for diamonds, emeralds, double diamonds, whatever the case may be, whatever your income needs, let's push it. Let's get these people in by the skin of our teeth if that's what it takes, and get the volume filled. Guys, I hope this weighs heavy on your heart and light on your brain to where you can get it going and really make your business boom and shine for this last quarter. Apparently there's some big things coming, and I am gearing up and getting ready. So I'm going to be pushing along with you, and you're going to get tired of seeing my posts. But I am going to go and do this as well, A to Z, top to bottom. I'm going to go and do it to where I can grow my business as well. So I hope y'all have a good night. See ya.